Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome back for another video. It's your boy King Smooth, in case you guys didn't know. But we got another video. We got Larry Bird and Reggie Miller tell a story. Larry Bird, of course, everybody know, one of the greatest of all times. Like, he gotta be at least in your top 5 of all time players. Reggie Miller, one of the best shooters ever to play in the NBA. We all know about him. They both got a story to tell. I'm quite sure it's probably a story about when they played against each other back in the NBA, probably like in the playoffs. Haven't watched this video yet, but enough talking. Let's get to the video. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button. Comment down below anything you want me to react to or whatever like that, and I will get it done. So, with that being said, let's get to the video.
Against Boston, we're very competitive, which I thought we actually should have won one of those series when Chuck Person had an unbelievable first round. I remember him knocking Larry back, sending him to the locker room in Game 5 in Boston Garden, thinking that we were going to make the next step. And later did I know that Superman came running out of the building, Larry Bird coming out and I think scored like 12 consecutive points for the Celtics.
So Reggie Miller did play that game.
Hi, I'm Chris Denary. As you know, this season has been interesting and challenging. To tell you a little bit about the team and what we can look forward to, here are two of the most recognizable Pacers, Larry Bird and Reggie Miller.
A real team is a team that's committed to winning together. And I know this team's capable of doing that. It's just that if you have the right leadership and the right commitment and the right hustle and the integrity that you need to put a team together.
And all you young players or young basketball fans out there, y'all take heed in what he just said, man. Everything he's saying is very, very important, so pay attention.
That goes on at 409 with the intention to win ball games, you're going to have great success.
You've got two guys in the front office that all they care about, bottom line, is getting the job done and winning. And I know things might seem tough or be rough right now in Pacer Nation, but you always got to look at the silver lining and look at the big picture. And right now they're rebuilding to try to get back to that big picture.
We feel right now that with some of the changes we made, we think that we're going in the right direction. And as the season progresses and going into next year, we're going to have the type of team that does all the things.
Well, first of all, Donnie Walsh is like a second father to me because he's the one guy that took a chance on me when really no one else probably would have or should have.
No, I'm not crying.
Being in California where a lot of people don't know who you are, and him going out on a limb because when I was drafted, IU had just won the national champion, and obviously Steve Alford was a hometown hero, and that's what everyone was talking about, taking Steve Alford. And Donnie Walsh went out on a limb and selected me with all the boos. He stood at the podium with me and said, "This is my guy." And I felt that it was somewhat of a kinship for me, and me being the loyal guy, I had to give everything I had back to Donnie Walsh. So I knew what kind of a character of a man Donnie has always been. And I think really, like I said, when Larry Brown came in, he kind of took the Pacer game to another level. But when Larry Bird came in, I think he really taught us that we could really win it all because he was a champion.
Actually, Donnie Walsh talked me into being the coach, but I never thought that I would ever want to get in that position. But knowing that this is a model franchise and knowing Donnie for a number of years, I just thought I felt that I wanted to work for him and I wanted to do what I could possibly do to make this team get to the finals. And we had some success as a coach, and now going forward, I want to build the type of team that I know our fans will enjoy watching. And that's what it's all about, trying to give them another opportunity to get in the NBA Finals and give them a chance to win a championship.
I think a lot of the support went to, obviously, Bobby Knight and IU, Gene Cady and Purdue, and obviously high school basketball was huge. But there wasn't really a big following for the Pacers. And that's when something clicked in my mind, because if they could have so much support for the high school and colleges, then I knew, and it's almost like, you know, you build it, they will come. I knew if we could build this up from the ground up, if we started to play well, that the fans would come around.
Winning championships are not easy to do, whether you're a player, a coach, or
No, it was not.
front office. It's very tough, and you depend on a lot of people to do that. It's not an individual sport, it's a team sport, and you have to have the type of team that's willing to work together.
Hey, it's a team sport. It's no iron team.
And sacrifice 9 in, 9 out to accomplish the goals you want to accomplish. None of them is easy. I can't really tell you which one, but I just know that every one of them is difficult in their own areas. But if I had to pick the easiest, probably a player because the ball's in your hands. But it's interesting as a coach because you try to make your team play the style that you want to play, and in the front office you're trying to build a team that just play the way you want them to play, and that's what we're trying to do here.
And it has come down to the fifth and deciding game between the Celtics and the Pacers.
A couple series that we had against Boston were very competitive, which I thought we actually should have won one of those series when Chuck Person had an unbelievable first round. I remember him knocking Larry in the back, sending him to the locker room in Game 5 in Boston Garden, thinking that we were going to make the next step. And later did I know that Superman came running out of the building, Larry Bird coming out, and I think scored like 12 consecutive points for the Celtics to eliminate us in the first round. But that's when, because every game at home that we had against Boston and Detroit, they were sold out. And that's when I knew if you play well and if this team is successful and you play hard, because really at the end of the day, that's all Pacer fans really want. They want you to play hard and give you everything they got.
Yeah.
And I knew if we did that on a night in and night out basis, that we could have a packed arena. And those first round losses, I think, somewhat taught us how to win. Now, obviously, everything changed when Coach Larry Brown came in, few trades, and then I believe in 94, 95, really that was the rebirth of Pacer Nation, as I like to call it.
And what you're trying to do is get the type of team in here that will commit themselves to be a winning team. It's not done overnight. We knew we was going to have our ups and downs, but in the long run, we see a vision that we think we got the type of players that we can go forward with, and we can get the things we want out of them. And we're committed to winning. And if these players are not committed to winning, we will make more changes.
Everything comes in cycles. Because when I first got to the Pacers in 87, 88, you know, it was, like I said, it was half empty. And no one really came around, and the interest wasn't very high. And just like in life, things come around in circles. And if I was at a Pacer game or I was walking down the street in Indiana and people come up to me and ask, you know, I'm not a Pacer fan anymore, first of all, I might shake them a little bit because there's no such thing as a fair weather fan. Either you're with us or you're not with us. And you might be a little discouraged now, but deep down, you will always be a Pacer fan. So you've got to stay loyal, you've got to stay true.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's a cycle, and it will come back. You just got to be faithful.
Without the fans, you don't have a team. You don't have an organization. So they're very important. And that's one thing I've seen. I've seen a lot of great support throughout Indiana for this team. When the Pacers do well, we have great success. They follow us night in and night out. And when we go down a little bit, they get frustrated just like we do in the front office. But they know in the long run, we're going to be at the top again. Thanks for your support. Thanks for being a fan. We hope to see you at the next game.
Not only was Larry Bird a great player, he was a smart man. He said a lot of valuable things that mainly these young kids need to pay attention to. They need to know when it comes to playing basketball, man. It's not all about scoring, it's not all about showing out and who's the best, blah, blah, something like that. It's kind of that about who's the best, but it's all about, playing winning basketball, playing team basketball, playing the right way, playing smart, playing within your team system, playing within what the coach wants you to do. It's a lot of stuff into it, but when y'all think about it, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. That's why Larry Bird is such a great person, man. A great man, great player, man. Reggie Miller too. Reggie Miller was smart too. He was a smart man. He was a tough player. He was the same way. He wanted to win no matter what. But he never won a championship. But it's not meant for everybody to win a championship. Just as long as you, like he said, as long as you go out there and play your hardest and play the right way, something like that, it's all that matters. But at the same time, can't win them all. But thanks for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button. Excuse me. Science bothered me again, of course. But it's all good. I got to my damn medicine. But make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll be back with more videos. But don't get stopped up. Peace out.